Hello, everybody, and welcome back to lecture 2, session 2. In this lecture, we'll talk about very important topic, which is loading your own sequences in Jalview. Of course, in Jalview, there is many other options for loading your own sequence, and we will see each one of them and see the difference between them. There is the drag and drop method, and there is a from file and from URL and cut and paste. And of course, we have also from a public database. All these are methods for just try to load your own sequence in the program. Of course, there is many also typical sequences for alignment format, like you can use FASTA, ClassTal, PFAM, MS, PAIR, PLA, MA, MSA, Jalview, and Stockholm format. All these different formats that can be used, as we can see. How we can load our own sequence? The first method is from a file. So just go to File in Jalview window, the main window, and from File at arrow number 1, just press Input Alignment here at arrow number 2, and then from the menu that will appear here, just choose the first option, which is from File here at arrow number 3. Just open it, and then you can load your own sequence files. As you can see here, number 1 will be File, from the main window, and then number 2 will just input file at arrow number 2, and then from the menu we have 3 options here. You will choose the first option, which is file, from file, or control. Of course, you can use this if you like to use this shortcuts. And of course, at arrow number 4, you can open this. You will browse your computer and choose the file at arrow number 4, and then you just press open at arrow number 5 here. Just that's the way you can open your files from your computer, and you can load your sequences in the program. The second method for loading your sequence in the program is drag and drop. Drag and drop, you just go to your file, and in the main window, as you see, you just can drag it and drop it. Here is your text file that contain your information. You can just drag the file in the text format and just drop it in the main window. Of course, you have to know that drag and drop works with loading sequence from the URL. You can also use URL also. You just open from arrow number 1, the file menu, and from the file menu you will choose the first choice, which is input alignment, and then you will have open this small menu here, which is sub menu, which is have 3 options. You choose from URL. When you open your from URL, you can drag the URL or the link or URL from the address panel of your browser into the alignment or alignment desktop background, and Jalview will load the data from the URL directly. So this is the second method, which is a drag and drop. Also, you can, as we showed before, you can just take your the text file that contain your multiple alignment sequence, and you just drop it in the main window. And we have to just confirm, and we have to repeat this again, that you use text file, not word processor file. So you don't bring your information in the Microsoft Word file to drag and drop it. This will not work. So you have to be sure that the file you are using is a text file ending by .txt. So this is very important. The one for Word, the word that came out from Word, Microsoft Word, will not work in this regard. Okay. Also, the second thing is, as you said, we can load using via URL. As we can see here, you can just file at arrow number 1, and then import sequence at arrow number 2, and then from URL, and then put your URL here, which you already brought it from first, like here. We just at arrow number 1 copied this URL, and we just put it in the program. Then you can just load it in your system, as you can see here. So first you get the URL as the arrow number 1 shows. Second, you put it as we already showed you in the previous slide, and then you can get your sequence. So this is a very easy also way. The third way is from textbooks, and actually I usually use that method for my work, but of course you are more than welcome to use any of the other ones. So this method is very easy. You can just, after bringing and gathering all your sequences, you can just put them in a file, a text file format, and then in FASTA format, of course, and you can copy them, and then you can open this text box so it's very easy. How we can do it? You can go to File at arrow number 1, and then from arrow number 2, you can just open Input Alignment, and this sub menu here, which is have these 3 options. You will choose the 3rd option, which is from text box. When you press on it, you can open a text box, small text box. So you can just copy and paste your sequence in the text box, as you can see. If you this text box, as you see, it will open like this, as you can see, as arrow number 1 shows. And you just at arrow number 2 shows, you have to press, and this I have to repeat this again, you have to press new window. So after this pop-up menu window opens, you just cut and paste your or copy and paste, both of them will work. Paste your sequences here in this box, which will be, of course, when you open it, will be just clear one, have nothing. And after doing this, you just press here at arrow number 2 shows new window. When you just press it, this window will appear, and as you can see, your sequence is already here in the alignment. Aligned, of course, this is like initial alignment. You didn't perform any alignment, actual alignment for that, but that's how it will appear when you paste your sequence. Control V, and this is the window that we will work on later on. So this is the one, that the actual window that we will work on it later. So as you see, this it will be the how it looks like as arrow number 3 shows here. Okay, you can, of course, at this window, you can add more sequences into your alignment. Just drag and drop files. If you have another file that have your text file, of course, has your other sequences, you can add much more. If you want, for example, added 10 sequences, you can add more 10 or add 5 more, or whatever you want, if they are in another file. So each time you drag and drop your file with your sequences, so all your sequences will be added to the one in the window, as you can see here. So first you will get your sequences, the alignment sequences that you have in the text format, and just drag them and drop them in the one that already you made before, as you can see, and just press OK. It will be, all of them will be added to your sequence, as you can see. Also, you can get sequences from accessing public databases, and this is very easy. Fetching sequences, you can just go here from File at here in the main window at arrow number 1, and then and don't choose input alignment. You will choose fetch sequences. And this may be strange for some people, because we usually think that the fetch sequence should be in the input alignment, but actually it's not. It's have a different place at the menu. So it will be the second option in that menu, in the file menu. You can just press fetch sequence. I don't know why they put it alone, not with the other input alignment methods, but anyway, you just press here fetch sequences. When this open, you just choose the database, which database you will choose at arrow number 3, and then after choosing the database you would like to fetch from, you just press at arrow number 4 OK. When using OK, of course you can choose any of these databases, MPEL or MPEL CDS or Sample, PDB, whatever database you would like to use. There is many of them. Of course, NCBI is not included, because as we said, Jalview is American, is a European program, and don't use American database like NCBI. Anyway, you can just, as we said, press and choose the database, and then OK. And then finally, after putting your accession number, and then press OK, as you can see here. This will fetch this accession number. If you have much more, the same method, you can just put the accession numbers here for your sequence that you would like to retrieve. And of course, I chose here the UniProt database and the accession number, which belong to that database, and this is a very important thing. And of course, all of them are separated by semicolon. So this accession number or accession number of my proteins that I would like to use for my multiple sequence alignment, and this is accession number from the UniProt database. This is very important, and you have to keep it in mind because every database have its own accession number. So after you put your accession number for the sequences you would like to align, just press OK, and then of course you can get them. Of course, you can get your sequence from any database you want, which are available in Jalview, as we can see. You can try this exercise in your own time, and of course, this will help you to understand that part of loading sequence in Jalview. I hope you can also make some practical using that link. This is a multiple choice question as we saw before, and it's about this topic, and it will make it easy for you to comprehend and also to practice some of the multiple choice questions about this topic. Thank you very much, and see you in the next lecture.